And I would love to know where can I see the example of collision detection 100% accurate, so where you're not clipping through the wall even just a 1%.
Question to Russian: are more zombie models planned? They pretty much look the same at the moment.
Yes, they are planned.
Are they, if they are considering to remove third person due to the lame possibilities this camera offers? Are they thinking about removing third person? Is that what the question is?
Is the third person? Do you guys like the third person, or should we remove that?
Uh,
It's up to all the players.
do you guys think that third person should be removed, or do you guys like the third person? I think third person helps, but I mean, you think yes,
I
it
think it should be
should.
removed.
You should have all first person. Keep it
Just
removed.
nothing.
I believe
So
it should be removed.
Yeah.
nothing but first person, no third person at all.
Or sorry, let me restate that. I believe it should be removed for hardcore characters.
Hardcore characters. Okay.
Hardcore mode.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, hardcore mode.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a valid statement. Absolutely.
You guys, if everybody is like, obviously with the exception of the hacking that I cannot give you, or I'm sure even Russian Kaliber might not be able to answer fully. If you guys have like really strong suggestions, I don't know if this has been done, but what about getting a forum post with X amount of people posting on a specific thing they do not like? Besides, obviously, the hacking, the stuff that is a little harder, I guess, or whatever's going on with it. Try to get, and maybe they should set a certain amount of posts that are legit to say, okay, maybe we really need to look into this and say, we
Well,
don't.
even the same with the collisions, right? Like some
Yeah.
people call me being aggressive, but guys, I keep hearing about collisions all the time, and if you have a solution, please, you're more than welcome to go onto our forums and actually make a post on how should we fix collision detection. And I will be the number one person on that post in the forum, taking that suggestion and delivering it personally to our coding gods, because those guys who are in charge of the code, really, they're fucking amazing. Honestly, they are.
40.
Hey, Russian, just to give everybody an idea, how big is the actual War Z team right now? Without getting into too much information about.
7 or 8 people.
The Warzy team, that depends what you mean by the whole team. The thing is, we have multiple teams that are responsible for so many different things. For example, Hammerpoint is responsible for a couple projects right now, right? One of the projects is, of course, the War Z, and then this is the number one priority. Um, So for number of people that actually working on the game right now, I would have to say about 20 or so.
Yeah.
So 20 people, that's like actually the most people right now that are spending time on working on, and we are looking forward to actually getting even more people. You guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just trying to read. Question to
I'm
Russian:
trying to read.
when
Yeah.
will we see different types of buildings? And what do you mean, or maybe more specific, like buildings in areas or more things showing up on the map, Papa Bear? I don't. It's kind of generalized with the buildings.
That's a good one. What happened to all the other hats? Like, one guy saying it's only the M9s that you're seeing at the moment.
Enter able buildings with foliage. Open buildings. He's talking about open buildings.
So what's the question? Sorry.
Um, they were basically, I guess, asking, will we be getting more buildings in this map or more areas? It looks like are open buildings where they can go into and.
Oh, I got you. Um, so when we first released some of the
Yes.
areas on Boulder, people were saying there's not enough of interiors inside of the skyscrapers, And as we did this, we were actually already in process of working on the interiors, basically opening up the first two floors on a lot of the buildings. Um, for me to make you understand this, it's not the easiest thing to squeeze every single building with the interior into the game,
Hmm.
and at the same time create very good frame rate for people. Because if we open up every single building inside of the game with interior, this is going to be a lot of geometry, a lot of textures, and a lot of draw calls.
I th-
So basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be only opening up 1 to 2 floors. If you guys have specific buildings that you really want to open up to, like, let's say 10 floors or 20 floors, let us know. And maybe 1 or 2 buildings that can be chosen by the players, and all you guys, all you good guys in the community, we can open up to 10 floors. But it's just very expensive to have geometry inside of the buildings.
I think that somebody had said too about just to quickly on the topic of the buildings, that like let's per se you go to Smallville or it has a basic standard police station, what we call the pharmacy, a store, and post office area. Maybe some more areas that are different in each place, I guess. That like besides you get into Boulder, like bigger cities or someplace like Campos where you have a lot more buildings, maybe a little bit more variety of a different type of stores that they could go into, or maybe not the same stuff in each place.
Got you. Well, that's a good point you bring up. This is something that we will definitely discuss and most likely address as much as we can. But here's another thing that I have to tell you right now. What we're doing is, for the past couple of weeks, we've been developing all kinds of furniture pieces. I'm actually talking about 100 different pieces. Think like IKEA, with all
Hmm.
the couches, little shelves, TVs, chairs, and we're going to be populating every single building inside of the Colorado with proper furniture for you guys, because this is something that's been also asked a lot. When will we'll see the interiors with properly populated furniture? So this is actually what we're bringing in right now,
Okay.
and I guarantee you that after holidays, couple weeks, no more than couple of weeks, and you will actually start seeing a lot of the buildings with all kinds of crazy stuff inside of it.
We'll be able to search the furniture.
This will be entirely up to the design
Yeah.
department if they want to start populating the interiors with the spawn beacons for the loot. If you guys want to see it, I mean, I agree. Something like, you walking into the building, opening up a shelf, there should be something in there, right?
Right.
So I totally agree. This is something needs to be populated, and I will definitely pass that along.
Has any work been done on cars? Is that a
Guys,
gameplay?
Cars has been done since
Yeah.
the War Inc. And yeah, you can quote me, you can post it on any videos you want. It's just we just trying to make sure when we do release the cars and the vehicles, they feel absolutely 100% comfortable for everybody, and they will not catch so many different exploits. Because so much right now with what we have in the world, we're catching so many different bugs with stuff that we already released. So we just want to make sure that the cars work 100%. And I guarantee you after our holidays, we will release a video and showing you what we mean by that.
About the private server rentals, are there going to be the same loot tables for private servers as public servers, or less loot for, like, say, the private servers?
Thank you for that question, Nick Grizzle. So if you go to the forums, there's a whole separate section I actually started. And this is where I posted all the people's thoughts and let people talk about these questions. Now, once Sergey takes a look at it 100% and basically chooses what is right and what's not. I mean, I don't control that part of development. And if you can actually do me a favor and go in there and ask that question, I will make sure that he sees that thread and he gathers all the questions and all the comments and all the opinions you guys already brought into there and makes it happen.
Question
Did
did
I answer your question, or
Yeah, yeah.
did
so the best bet would be for you to go in there. I already started a separate thread dedicated to that question, and please comment in there and post your opinion. And I guarantee you, this is not gonna get not looked at.
somebody's asking about booby traps? Thoughts on the third person crosshairs, booby traps? Whoa, that's a long description there, Njet. Uh, yeah, that's a long thing. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to have time to read all that whole thing. Russian, when someone dies, can the loot stay in the backpack and you can click it to open?
No idea, my friend. Honestly, this is something that I have no word even to say.
Yeah. Question, did Warren leave the team?
I have no idea what happened, why he left, or what happened. Like, I was answering in the forum, and suddenly people are asking me what happened, and I just honestly don't know what happened. Why did he leave? What was the? Did he give a reason or anything?
Hopefully you see this. Why don't we have a join with friends feature or party feature? I'm sick of joining and spending my playtime running to meet my friends. I think that's game.
Um,
Is that gameplay again?
that's most likely gameplay, and
Gameplay. Okay, you
I
can't answer
honestly
that.
cannot answer for
Yeah.
that department.
He
He
was.
said he was sick of all the rage. What? So can someone explain to me their thought on the rage today? What was the rage? What do you guys think about this? Like, what happened? I would love to hear some ideas.
Was
Question.
holding my statement.
Will there ever be a safe trading system where people
Safe
can trade?
trading?
Yeah, where they could trade items with each other. I, I don't know if there will be ever a safe because you could still with friendly fire. You could trade your
A
items
great
and that guy
idea.
could shoot you in the face. But
Well, if you guys can agree to go meet in a safe settlement, I think right now this is the most
yeah,
workable solution, right?
yep, definitely safe settlement. That would be
Remember,
a good
we have
idea.
lock boxes.
Yeah.
Lock boxes is probably going to be your safest way of trading when they come out. You just put a code on there and message that person with the code.
What about something like this? Maybe you guys can. What about having an actual not a lockbox, but what about an actual box in the safe zone that you can access your global inventory from? When you get to a safe zone, that you can access anything in your inventory from there as if you were, instead of having to leave the game, you get to a safe zone and it's a box inside the safe zone that you can access your own personal stuff.
That's a good idea, but as much as I understand code, and I'm probably gonna sound like a noob,
Uh-huh.
imagine 20 people accessing that network code right
True.
now and
True.
opening their personal inventories in one server.
It has been mentioned though. I've seen posts with Sergi mentioning about that, about there's basically going to be a storefront or a way to access your global from inside the server.
Good question.
This was
So,
mentioned a couple months back.
General Kyle asked a good question about Total Biscuit and slamming our game. So, guys, I actually did go and watch Total Biscuit's game, and though he had a lot of interesting points, I have to say that was he preparing to play the Survivor game? Because every other comment, once he actually made it out there, he started saying that, oh my god, the zombies are coming after me. Oh my god, I cannot survive this. Oh my god, how is this gonna work? Oh my god, how am I supposed to battle these zombies? I don't understand. Was he actually prepared and understood that this was Survivor game against the zombies? Was he looking towards to have a Call of Duty kind of experience where you get all the guns and all the UAVs flying and slamming the zombies with all kinds of rockets and mavericks? Seriously, this is something that I couldn't understand. Is towards the middle of the game, he started saying, "Oh my God, zombies here, zombie this. I can't even get them with a melee weapon." I'm not saying that he's wrong or he's right. I was just trying to understand. Was he prepared for going out there in the town with a bunch of zombies? And then he did. And then he started saying that, oh my god, I don't have weapons to fight them.
Right, right.
So I don't understand if he was actually ready to review the game or he just went in there and said, oh, okay,